All right, what's up guys? Welcome back to The Educated Barfly. Today we're gonna be doing another viewer-created cocktail. This one is called Rum and Ramajay. It's from a dude named Hayden Harrison. Well, I think it's a dude. Hayden is a male name, right?
Hayden Pantier.
I always hate this because sometimes I don't know whether someone's a male or female, but I think this guy's a guy. Hayden Harrison, he's from Port of Spain, Trinidad. Here is his email.
Or her.
It's, okay, here is their email. Hey Leandro, great channel. My name is Hayden Harrison from Port of Spain, Trinidad, the home of Angostura Bitters and the Queen's Park Swizzle. That's my favorite cocktail, one of my favorite cocktails. And Carnival. I'm basically a cocktail enthusiast and not an alcoholic, quote unquote, and then little googly eyes next to it. I call this cocktail Rum and Ramajay. Ramajay is a West Indian term for party, fete, breakaway, let loose. One of the key flavor profiles is Amaro Di Angostura. I hope you can get your hands on a bottle. Oh yes, and not only that, but I've actually had this bottle for quite a while, and I've been just looking for reasons to use it, and now I have a reason to use it. So thank you, Hayden Harrison of Port of Spain, Port of Spain, Trinidad. You helped me use my Angostura because I've just been drinking it neat, and it's pretty awesome that way as well. I love me the Amaros, and definitely the Amaro Di Angostura is. Anyway, all the other stuff should be on your back bar. Here we go. Rum and Ramajay, 1.5 ounces dark aged. Okay, cool. Here we go. So, and I actually have most of the ingredients, Hayden. I have most of the ingredients. But the first thing that we are going to do, my friends, is we are going to take our trusty, why is that like, it's like running out of fuel or what? There we go. We are going to smoke this with a little cinnamon, because that's what he says to do. So we're just gonna get this nice and toasty. And then we are going to put it on a plate and smoke it in a glass. Cool. So as that's smoking, we're gonna build our cocktail. Is that going? Yeah, that's going. You know what I realized I don't have, dude? Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Hey, actually the viewers can see me cut down this piece of ice because that's what I need to be doing, dude. Didn't have my big ice, but I'm taking my ice knife that Barfly Mixology beer lovingly gave to me, and I'm gonna cut it down. I'm gonna make a big mess here, but that's okay. So we're gonna cut this cube while that smokes. Ooh, it smells good. That smoked cinnamon really tastes good. So this is how I like to make my ice. A lot of you guys ask me how I make my ice look so good. Well, this is how I do it. I basically try and make it look like I try and give it facets. Now, one day I will learn how to make a diamond out of this, but until then, I'm just gonna kind of make it into sort of a, I don't know, like what is shaped like this? Like a ruby shaped, an emerald. It's like an emerald, faceted emerald shape. Aren't? Don't they have sort of like don't emeralds have sort of like kind of rectangular shapes to them?
Those precious gems.
Precious. I want to make it look like a precious gem, guys. And you can just like get each, if you sharpen this enough, which evidently I don't, you can get every kind of bowed surface to be completely flat, and you can just like, is that going to fit good? You know, you want it to fit good. You don't want it to fit too snugly in the glass either. You want it to look like, what do you think? Is that good enough, dude? Kind of nice. Don't worry, I will figure out the diamond shape. I saw that they have like an ice press that makes a diamond. It's $900. I like looked it up, like, oh, maybe we should get that. It's $900. I don't know if I need a diamond shape that much that I would pay $900 for an ice press. That's $900 bucks. $900 is a lot. All right, cool. I made a big old mess. That's quite all right. We got our nice piece of ice now. Let's make the cocktail. So what we're gonna do here is follow the directions of Hayden Harrison. Here we go. 2 drops coffee bitters. I'm gonna call it 3. Sorry, dude. And then we're gonna do 2 drops. He says chocolate bitters. I'm gonna use mole bitters. That is what I got on hand. 2 drops mole bitters, okay. It's kind of like a spiced chocolate. We're going to do half an ounce of the Angostura Amaro. Half an ounce of the creme de cacao. Ounce and a half of the Angostura 7, which is exactly what he uses. I'm going to go get some stirring ice so I can actually stir the damn cocktail. It's very unprepared for this drink today. Maris is just like shaking his head like, oh, Jesus Christ, I have to work with this guy? I got to work with this guy? Ooh, don't want to break the... Gotta be a little careful, huh? I think my smoking stopped from choked it out. Should I smoke it again? Get a little fresh smoke? I forgot so many things in this episode, dude. And usually it's like one thing. Today I'm like, 3 things, all of the stuff just totally forgotten. Maybe the vodka shots before the episode weren't such a good idea. Oh man, this is gonna be so funny when everyone's like, oh my God, can you just get it together and have a professional channel already? God, just like, hey, how about this? Get professional and call me up and I'll watch again. All right, I don't know. I think I'm gonna smoke this some more, so. Let's let that smoke while we stir. Are there any garnishing notes on this, actually? I didn't even see. 2 droppers, auto garnish with a maraschino cherry. Okay, well.
Forgot that too.
No, I did, but I didn't actually read the notes. And the thing is that like, you know what? I'll put the maraschino on for the end screen, but the maraschino is not going to add flavor. If it was like a spritz of orange, then I would have to get it and spritz it on. But the maraschino is, I mean, it's a functional garnish in that you can eat it when you're done, but it's not such a functional garnish that you, need to have it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to pick this up. It's our smoked glass, put our ice in. People like it when I do that too. Usually I would just build something like this in the glass, but I followed directions. I followed Hayden's directions. Let's take a sip of this. I can smell that smoked. Oh, that coffee, man. The coffee and the Amaro Angostura is amazing. Now here's the thing. I would think that this is actually, it's a little bit sweeter than I would normally do. You know, you get that chocolate, you get that the creme de cacao, you get that through. I can even taste a little of that smoked cinnamon. Yeah, dude, I can even taste a little of that smoked cinnamon. It's really good. Yeah, I like this. This is really, I mean, I would say like this is a little sweeter, but I gotta say the sweetness, even though it's kind of sweet, it's really well balanced. Like, oh God, guys, I'm really impressed by the submissions, guys. I really am. So this has got like, you know, chocolate that plays into the coffee, that plays into the Amaro, guys, gives this nice bitterness on the finish, but it's still like very approachable. The Angostura rum just sort of kind of like rounds it all out. It's very smooth, kind of, you know. If I were gonna like split hairs, I might actually cut down each of these to 1/4 ounce and kind of make it more like an old fashioned, because this and this together is 1 ounce. And 0.5 of that might be a little here sweet, but it's still, it's not overly sweet. I'm saying it's not overly sweet. I mean, someone that really likes like a full flavored rum drink's gonna kill this. And it's really it kind of, it's got that old-fashioned vibe to it. I mean, basically like a Manhattan build, kind of. I mean, it's 1.5. So if this was 2, if you up this to 2 and this was 1, so 2 to 1, that would be a Manhattan build. As it is now, it's 2.5, which is basically an old-fashioned build, the way that it's kind of set up. Honestly, I got to say that as this dilutes, I don't know if I might retract that statement, because as this dilutes, it's going to get less sweet. It's going to get more rounded, and it's going to get a lot smoother. So yeah, garnish with the Luxardo cherry, or a branded cherry if you got one. I definitely forgot it, but I wasn't really reading through all the directions before I shot this. I like to read the directions as I go. I did forget a lot of stuff in this video, so you guys can, love it or hate it. I did. I drank a little vodka ahead of time, There we have it, guys. So I don't know why this dude's name is hard for me to remember. Hayden Harrison. Hayden Harrison. Cheers, Hayden Harrison of Port of Spain Trinidad. I love your cocktail. I think it is really great. That's it for this episode. So here you go, the Rum and Ramajay by Hayden Harrison. If you guys like our channel, please hit like and subscribe, and check us out on Patreon for exclusive Patreon content. Patreon.com/EducatedBarfly. See you on another time.